this concern around firearms really sits heavy with me because I remember watching the Florida channel. It's always on in my office. I think for many of us that's the case. And I couldn't help but hear students that were pleading to the House Appropriations Committee about this language because they thought it was included in our tax package. So Chair Duggan was at the dais presenting his tax package, and one by one, these students from FSU, it was the day right after, maybe 2 days after the shooting, were pleading with us not to include this in the tax package. I remember Chair McClure interrupting the presentation to remind these students, you're looking at the wrong tax package. That's in the Senate. We don't have that here in the House. And I just felt so grateful that it wasn't in our tax package. And so I understand, advocates on the Second Amendment. These are debates we can have at other times, but I just feel really uncomfortable with this notion, with this integration in our bill, especially with the prevalence of gun violence in our communities. These are dollars that can go towards violence prevention programs, that could go towards mental health programs. Every time we give out a tax break, it's less money to be allocated back to constituents in some of these really impactful ways. And I understand that it is their money, but I think when we make decisions on tax breaks, it's also a values-based statement. And it's very hard for me to want to incentivize more ammunition and more firearms in this state when we already have so much. And so I just want to express my serious concerns about this language.